Hello everyone, welcome back to the session of English. In this session, we are going to discuss previous year questions of IBPS from the year 2017. Well, these are memory based questions. It means these questions are similar to those questions that have already appeared in the examination of IBPS 2017. So these are just memory based questions which we are going to discuss in this session. So let's begin with this session. This session will be beneficial for all those who want to take IBPS in future. Well, these are the directions for the question 1 to 5. Read the following passage carefully. It means this is a passage question or these 5 questions are based on the unseen passage, and answer the questions given below it. It means we have an unseen passage, we'll go through it, we'll read the unseen passage carefully, and after that we'll answer the questions which are below the unseen passage. Okay, and these questions we can answer from the inference which we can infer from the unseen passage, and also which are directly given in the unseen passage. So we have to figure out the questions from the unseen passage only. Okay, so let's begin reading this unseen passage. So as you can see it over here, that this unseen passage is quite big. When Hurricane Harvey loomed off means when something is about to happen. Okay, about to happen. It means when Hurricane Harvey, hurricane means a storm. Okay, a devastating storm. So when Hurricane Harvey, its name was Harvey, loomed off, it means it was about to happen or occur. The coast of my home state of Texas. It means the author, he belonged to Texas, and he's writing this. He has written this passage. So he said about that situation. It seemed to fill the entire Gulf of Mexico. It means it was appearing like, or it appeared like that this hurricane, it will affect the entire Gulf of Mexico. Okay, when it roared is the sound of lion, but here road means that the devastation that was made by hurricane. Okay, it means the harm that was caused because of Hurricane Harvey. When it roared on land, it pummeled the towns. Pummeled means punching. Okay, it means when we punch with the fist repeatedly, when we hit someone repeatedly with fist. Okay, so that is pummeled. So it means this Hurricane Harvey, it destroyed or damaged the towns of Rockport and Port Aransas, whose tawny means yellowish brown color. Okay, so tawny beaches means beaches which reflected the color yellowish brown. Okay, I have walked with my kids. It means he is describing those beaches which he used to visit with his kids. Okay, it means the author, he had walked beside those beaches with his kids, pointing out indigo sails on Portuguese man-o'-war jellyfish. Harvey's eye took direct aim at University of Texas. It means this hurricane, it made its target the University of Texas Marine Science Institute, which was named Marine Science Institute, flattering not just the facility itself but priceless samples awaiting analysis. After Harvey left Port Aransas, it means when this Hurricane Harvey, it you can say it devastated this particular area. It spun back. Spun back means returned to the Gulf of Mexico over record sea temperatures as great as 4 degrees Fahrenheit above normal. Okay, so this was the temperature over there. Thermodynamic law required the warmer air holds more water vapor. The thermodynamic laws, they say or they state that the warmer air holds more water vapor. The heat armed the storm It means heat. They shocked the storm with a mighty arsenal of water vapor. Arsenal means the weapons. So they made the storm stronger. Then heavy Harvey returned to land, dumping a catastrophic amount of rain. Now, what happened when this hurricane this returned to this place? The catastrophic amount of rain means a lot of rain. It means a large amount of rain or precipitation was seen over there on Houston. My Facebook feed filled with pleas for rescue from the rising waters. And as we know well that uh, it was the large amount of rain which could be seen over there. That means this raining, this amount of rain or the huge amount of rain or precipitation, it rose the level of the water over there. It means it created the flood like situation. And his Facebook, the author's Facebook account, he could see many people making requests through Facebook, through that social media account. They were requesting to rescue them because of the floods. Friends' houses. It means the author's friends' houses. It means the friends of the author and their houses flooded. They were flooded. It means they were affected due to flood. Houses that had always been on dry land before. It means which had never, the places which had never faced this amount of rain before. They used to be dry, but now they are wet or they are drowning just because of these flood. A chemical plant blew up. Now something dangerous happened. A chemical plant, it blew up. Blew up means exploded. Okay, it exploded. And it exploded twice. It exploded two times. Toxic chemicals, now of course, because that was chemical plant, so toxic chemicals oozed from superfund sites. Now toxic chemicals means harmful chemicals. They oozed out means they were recharged or they were discharged or they were released from the superfund sites. Superfund sites refers to, you can say superfund sites, these refer to those locations polluted with hazardous gases. Okay, locations uh, polluted with hazardous material or contaminated water. Okay, hazardous uh, materials. Okay, it means those were very, very dangerous. Dozens died. It means many people died in the deluge. Deluge means flood. Okay, deluge means flood. Now you can write the meanings what I'm saying to you, so that it will be very easy for all of you to understand this paragraph. So deluge means flood, mostly by drowning, just because of drowning, uh, and all while alongside the heartbreak and horror. Now some, they died because of drowning. It means they sank in the water, whereas other people, they died because of heartbreak or the horror. It means uh, the fear that they faced. Okay, I kept thinking about a strange harbinger. So here the author, he kept thinking about the harbinger, a strange harbinger. Harbinger means a sign or something that overshadows or that foretells, that foreshadows that something bad is going to happen. Okay, so harbinger is actually a sign which shows that something bad is going to happen. Jellyfish. And what was that? That is jellyfish. Now, this play video is not the correct word over here. It is actually printing error. Diaphanous in form. Diaphanous means which looked very delicate, soft, very pleasant, yet menacing in a sting. It means jellyfish, they appeared like they were something like which were very soft and delicate, their skins, but their sting means for example, if you have seen the nails or these of these scorpions, so these are called stings, through which it can kill someone. Okay, so these are known as stings. Okay, they are menacing. Menacing means threatening. Okay, menacing means threatening. Jellyfish have a powerful capacity to capture our imagination. It means jellyfish, they are capable of capturing our imagination. They undulate in primal rhythm. Undulate means move in a soft, smooth manner. Is if you have seen a jellyfish, it looks like this. For example, here it is like the umbrella-like structure, which is like jelly, and here we have some thread-like structure below. Okay, and it moved like up and down in motion. Okay, you must have seen this jellyfish in the pictures or in some games. In primal rhythm, blinking open and closed like eyes that can peer into the soul of the sea. So here the author is describing jellyfish that blinking open eyes means twinkling eyes. Okay, that means these jellyfish, they blink their eyes open and close. Okay, and peer into the soul of the sea. Peer into means look carefully. Okay, and what they are seeing are changes produced by us here on land. It means they are observing that we human beings, we are making the changes on land because we burn fossil fuels which release greenhouse gases. Not just the atmosphere but ocean waters are warming. So because of these greenhouse gases, they are affecting or polluting, or they are making the water warm of the oceans and the atmosphere as well. Okay, so that they are you can say that they are rising, um, that they are raising global warming. Okay, they are raising global warming. At the same time, our ship traffic transports animals to new places. So it also happens that the ship crafts, they make they transports the animals to new places. And sometimes these exotics means non-natives, it means foreigners. It means because the animals, they are transported from one place to another, so obviously where they are transferred now, may be possible they are not the natives for of that place. Find home like conditions. Now they are transported, yet they feel the home like conditions, where in the past those conditions would have been unsuitable, because in their home the water got warm, and now here they are finding the situation comfortable. That is what happened in the Eastern Mediterranean. So these are the examples of Eastern Mediterranean which he is describing, where a jellyfish from the tropical Indian Ocean has found warm. So, what happened here? A jellyfish was transported from tropical Indian Ocean and found warm, homey waters, and now forms huge aggregations called plumes that stretch for 10 miles every summer. The fierce stings of these animals chase beach goers. It means people who visit beach, these animals, they fears those people from their stings, and they lead the goers out of the water. Okay, it means they instigate the people who go in the water inside. So these um, animals, they just uh, you can say they just make the people out of the beach or of the water. Their gooey bodies clog machinery and power plants. It means they are saying, here the author is describing the bad things about these jellyfish. These gooey bodies, gooey means slippy, and the strucking bodies. So they clog machinery at power plants. Clog means choke. Okay, when something makes the obstacle or hinder, so they choke machinery at power plants, halting operations, which stop the operations or the working of of those power plants. Rampant coastal developmental. Rampant means uncontrolled. So these are uncontrolled coastal development provides new habitat for a jellyfish stage called a polyp that looks like a sea anemone, means like a sea flower. Okay, when it finds a hard surface like a dock or a jetty to grow on, a single polyp can proliferate. Proliferate means multiple into dozen. It means it increases. Okay, dozen or even more. Medusae. Now medusae is actually the another name for jellyfish. Okay, this is another name for jellyfish. Okay, name for jellyfish. and fields of polyps grow on those hard structures. That is likely what happened off the coast of Italy, where gas platforms are thought to be the home for a new invasion of jellyfish. In the 20th century, in Adriatic Sea, moon jellies, pinkish with their characteristic four-leaved clover on the top, were a rarity. Were a rarity means these type of jellyfish, they were rare. Okay, they were rare. It means they were very less in number or very few in number. Maybe possible they were not seen, or rarely they were seen. Now they are ubiquitous. Ubiquitous means now you can see them everywhere at the same time. It means previously they were rare, whereas nowadays you can see them everywhere. Okay. And as we wash pollution into our waters, we create low oxygen environments. It means because of this pollution in waters, it creates low oxygen environments. Some jellyfish with their low metabolic rate due to their cellular jelly insides can survive more easily than fish with their oxygen guzzling muscled tissues. Now what happens, uh, these jellyfish, they can survive uh, in a low oxygen environment as well. They can survive, uh, but not the other fish. Why so? Because oxygen guzzling muscle tissues. So because of this they can survive, but not the fishes. That is part what happened in the Yellow Sea, where pollution is unchecked. It is the birthplace of maroon jellyfish. So this Yellow Sea, this is the birthplace of maroon jellyfish that reaches a weight of 500 pounds. Blossom blooms to the creature were once a generation even before 2000. The kind of thing fishermen mentioned to their sons. But zillas swept from China in uh, Shumina, Shushima current have plagued Japan's coast almost every year of the 21st century. In 2009, a fishing boat caught so many that their weight capsized the vessel. It means this fishing boat, they caught so many jellyfish that the weight capsized the vessel. It means it made them drowned. Okay, it sank them. Fortunately, the crew members were rescued, whereas these crew members, they were rescued. And our lack of oversight of the fishing industry, which has removed more than 90% of the large fish from the seas, has depleted the predators of jellyfish as well as their competitors. Jellyfish are eaten by some fish. Now what happens, because these big fish, they used to eat these jellyfish, whereas these jellyfish eat these same small zooplankton that fish do. Okay, so that fish too, they eat them up. Okay, so this is the cycle. Okay, the ecological vacuum left by unrestrained fishing can allow jellyfish to expand their influence in marine ecosystem. Now if this ecological vacuum left unrestrained, if it is done, these jellyfish, they can proliferate. It means they can increase in number. They can expand their influence in marine ecosystem. That is what happened off the coast of Namibia, and this happened in Namibia, once one of the world. Okay, so this was the passage about jellyfish and the Hurricane Harvey, and the devastations made because of this Hurricane Harvey. So let us read. We have already read the entire passage. Now let us start discussing the questions based on this passage. Okay. So this is question number 1. How is jellyfish able to survive in polluted water more than the other fishes? Now they are asking about jellyfish, that how is it able to survive in polluted water more than other fishes. Now I think we have already read this question in the sentences in the passage. Now let us see the options. Jellyfish has oxygen guzzling muscle tissues. Due to low metabolic rate, jellyfish eat a small zooplankton to survive. Now if you go back to the passage, it was written over here that some jellyfish with their low metabolic rate, due to their cellular jelly insides can survive more easily there than fish with their oxygen guzzling muscle tissues. It means because of their oxygen guzzling muscle tissues. Okay, so according to this, first will be the correct answer. Now, first means only first, that is A. Okay, so here the correct answer is A. Now, you must be thinking that why this due to low metabolic rate is not the answer. Why? Because this is actually the quality of that jellyfish. This is not the reason. Okay, so the reason is only jellyfish has oxygen guzzling muscle tissues. Okay, so according to this, A will be the correct answer. Now let us move to the next one. This is question number 2 now. How Hurricane Harvey can be termed as devastating with reference to the passage? Many people died by drowning. Hurricane blew up the chemical plants. Toxic chemicals got exuded from Superfund sites. Superfunds means locations where polluted, locations which are polluted by hazardous material. Hurricane flooded many houses. Now, if we see in the passage, what were the effects? What were the effects of this Hurricane Harvey? Um as you can see over here, that toxic chemical oozed from the Superfund sites. Chemical plant blew up, flooded. The houses were flooded and deluge. Okay, droning, people died of droning. So these are the effects. These are the effects of this Hurricane Harvey. So according to this, uh, many people died. Yes. Hurricane blew up. Yes. Toxic chemicals. Yes. Hurricane flooded many houses. Yes. It means the correct answer will be E. That is all of the above. So these were all the devastating effects of Hurricane Harvey. Okay, as we have read in the passage. Now let us move to the next one. What is the author's main idea regarding the passage? How to ameliorate ecological imbalance? The author gave his opinion regarding jellyfish that what they know humans don't. Water pollution creating a low oxygen environment affecting aquatic life. Hurricane Harvey destroyed many lives or endangered condition of jellyfish. What is the author's main idea regarding? Now, the passage, it was started from Hurricane Harvey, but as you can see that in the passage it is given that I'm thinking about a strange harbinger. And what is that harbinger? That is jellyfish. And why so this is the harbinger? Because he stated that all that which is going on, this process, this entire process that he has told about, for example, he has told about the water vapor, the anything that is going on, it is affecting the water or the aquatic life, and this is the harbinger for us to, that is why this harbinger, sorry, this hurricane, these hurricanes are occurring. So according to this, we can say that actually water pollution creating a low oxygen environment affecting aquatic life. So the correct answer will be C. Okay, now let us move to the next one. Which of the following statement is or are true in context of the given passage? Maroon jellyfish is found in Yellow Sea where pollution is unchecked. Now we have already read this line. Here you can see that that is the part what happened in Yellow Sea, whereas pollution is unchecked. It is the birthplace of maroon jellyfish. Okay, so according to this, if you see this one, maroon jellyfish is found in Yellow Sea where pollution is unchecked. So this statement is true. Now let us see if all the statements are correct or incorrect. Hurricane Harvey with the strong winds bettered the entire Gulf of Mexico. Yes, of course it did. As you can see, it is given in the first line that it has seemed to fill the entire Gulf of Mexico. Okay, so this statement is also correct. Now if two statements are correct, we know the answer that it will be all of the above. But let us see, let us verify other two statements as well. Jellies, the last sweeping from China, have afflicted Japan's coast. So it is also written over here, as you can see, in the last lines. Okay, have plagued Japan's coast almost every year by 20. But jellies are swept from China in current, this have plagued. So this line is also verified from here. And after that, jellyfish survive more than other fishes in the low oxygen environment. This we have already discussed in the previous question. So according to this, E will be the correct answer. That is all of the above. Okay. Now let us move to the next question. Which of the following statement regarding jellyfish is related to country Namibia? So, according to this, we have already read this that about Namibia, the last line is given. Now let us get back to the question. Let us read the options. The attenuation in the number of jellyfish is due to low oxygen in environment. The predators of jellyfish are depleting because of uncontrolled fishing. Jellyfish can proliferate their population in situation of ecological imbalance. Both B and C or all are correct. So now let us see what can be the correct answer. They are asking about the country like Namibia. So if you go back to the passage, the ecological vacuum left by unrestrained fishing can allow jellyfish to expand their influence in marine ecosystems. That is what had happened in the coast of Namibia once in a world. Okay. So according to this, they have said over here, according to this, the correct answer will be, of course, option number D, that is both B and C. It means the predators of jellyfish are depleting because of uncontrolled fishing, and jellyfish can proliferate their pollution in the situation of ecological imbalance. So this had happened in Namibia. So this will be the correct answer. So the correct answer will be D. Okay. Well, now we'll move to question number 6. In each of the questions given below, a sentence is given with one blank. It means these are fill in the blanks. And in these questions, there is a blank, there is a sentence in which a blank is given to us. Below each sentence, 4 words are given out. Okay, so 4 words are given out. It means for each blank, we are given 4 words or 4 options, of which 2 can fit the sentence. It means in a single blanks, 2 words are there that can be fitted, or you can say that can be filled. 5 options are given, so we have been given 5 options. Okay, with various combinations of these words. Okay, it means first of all we have question, after that we have 1 2 3 4 4 options or 4 words that can be filled over here. Now the combinations have been made from A to E option, in which it is written like 1 and 2 or 2 and 4 and 3 and 2, so like this. Okay, this will be the pattern of the question. You have to choose the combination with the correct set of words which can be which can fit in the given sentence. Okay, so we have to look for those 2 words that can easily be fitted in those blanks. Okay, so let us start these type of questions. Would you like to have dash coffee? Now the words are much, more, some, many. Now coffee is uncountable noun. Okay, this is uncountable noun. And if we look at these words, would you like to have? It means we are asking, we are offering coffee to someone. If I say, would you like to have much coffee? Much means, much is actually the same word like many, but many is used for countable nouns, whereas much is used for coffee. It means we are asking about a large amount of coffee. But we cannot serve anyone the large amount of coffee. It is only be the cup of coffee, okay, or the cups of cups of coffee. So here we cannot use the word much. Many we cannot use. Why so? Because many is used only with countable nouns, and this is uncountable. More coffee, would you like to have? Would you like to have more coffee? It means some coffee is already there and we are offering some more coffee to that particular person, so we can ask for the more word. Okay, so would you like to have more coffee, or would you like to have some coffee? We can also offer some coffee. So these 2 words are suitable to be filled in this blank. Now let us see the combinations. So these are B and C. Okay, now let us see if this option is given, this combination is given anywhere. So of course we are having this option, that is B and C, in the C answer. Okay, so C will be the correct answer. Now let us see. Yes, of course C is the correct answer. Now let us move to the next question. Or next sentence. The Desert Unified School District says they are investigating threats made dash the district and Desert High School. Okay, so they are investigating threats made. Uh, Now you can see this word made. Now made, after made we have to write a preposition which will complete the phrase and the district and Desert High School. Okay, so if I say made for is used when something is made for someone else. For example, they are made for each other, and that is not a thread, that is made for something. It is not actually a thing which has been made for. Okay, so we cannot use the word for. Made against, it means yes, the threats that have been given to the school, it means they are made against those. And if against is there, so B option is surely to come in this blank. Now towards the Desert High School or after. Now made after is not the correct phrase. Made after means when something is made for something, but here this is threat exactly given to someone. So made is not used for something to be created but to be given to someone, so it should be made towards. Okay, so A, B and A will make the correct combination, and A and B is given in the A option only. Therefore, the correct answer will be A. Okay, so A will be the correct answer because this contains both the two words which can be written in this blank. Okay, now let us move to the next one. I was going dash to say hello when I realized that I couldn't remember his name. So I was going, if I say beyond, so going beyond, it means we need to have some point after which we have reached. So going beyond is not the correct phrase because going beyond means to go beyond a place or to go ahead of a place. So go beyond is not the correct phrase. If I say going over to say hello, it means I was passing by from there, or it was I was going to that particular person, towards that particular person. So over can come over there. Going through, now going through means when we are suffering from something but we are not going through anyone, we are going on a particular way or towards someone. So in the sense of going towards, it can be either going across or going over. So this B and D will make the correct combination. Now let us see that where this B and D combination is in the options. So B and D is given in the E option, so the correct answer will be E. Okay, now let us move to the next one. In 1997 the sales tax was lowered to 4%. Then in 2001 it was abolished. Okay, it was abolished means it was you can say it was uh, abolished means it was removed. Now how it was removed, one word you can see exactly, that is completely. It was abolished completely means it was removed entirely, and altogether, moved altogether also means entirely. Therefore the correct answer should be the combination of C and D. Together is used basically for two people only. Okay, and literally is also not the correct word. So here the correct word are C and D, so this combination should be D. Okay, so the correct answer will be D. Now let us move to the next one. Children dash their parents' authority far more nowadays than they did in the past. Okay, so children dispute their parents' authority. Dispute means to conflict between two person or to fight. So here children fight their parents. No, this is not actually the correct thing. In fact, they are somewhere they are their parents' authority. It means it is said that children, they do something for their parents' authority, question their parents' authority far more nowadays. Yes, of course they can question them because before that, or in the earlier times, children, they only obey their parents, they did not confront them. Okay, or challenge or confront. Now here if we say children, they can, of course the correct answer will be E, that is B and D. Confront cannot come over here because confront means they just make dispute, but they do not do like that. They actually question or challenge their parents' authority far more nowadays than they did in the past. Therefore, the correct answer will be E, that is the combination of B and D. Now let us move to the next one. Now this is question number 11. The United Nations has dash its authority to restore peace in the area. So has used its authority, has blown its authority, has exercised, or has refused. So obviously we cannot refuse. We have to refuse, we should have a noun, not its. Okay, so the United Nations has used and exercised, so A and C will make the correct combination. So has used its authority to restore peace in the area, or has exercised its authority to restore peace in the area. Now refuse cannot, we cannot refuse means we are denying, and refuse here means that they are refusing the authority to not do something, but they are not refusing, they are actually making them, enabling them to exercise their power. Okay, so the correct answer will be A and C combination is in part A, so A will be the correct answer. Now let us move to the next one. In each of the question given below, a or an idiom or phrase is given in bold, which is then followed by 5 options, which then tries to decipher its meanings as used in the sentence. Okay, choose the option which gives the meaning of the phrase most appropriately in the context of the given sentence. Now let us do these phrases. She comes across really well on television. So comes across means here that she appears or behaves in a very polite or very good manner, uh, really well on television. So discover, no, she discover really well, no, she is not discovering anything. Discovering means to find out that which really which exists previously but no one knew about it. Express, she expressed really well on television. It means whatever comes to her mind, she expresses it. But here we are not expressing any story, because express is the transitive verb, after which we need to have some transitive verbs. Okay, now behave, yes, she behaved really well on television. So behave is the verb. We can have the verb behave over here because she behaved very well, okay, really well on television. So she behaves means she uh, does the work in a manner which looks very pleasant to everyone. Okay, offers, she is not offering anything, she is not providing anything. Therefore the correct answer should be C, that is behave. Okay, so the correct answer will be C. Okay, so here the correct answer is C. Now let us move to the next one. Here another question is there. The deal was completely open and above board. Now above board means honest. Okay, so the correct answer will be mislead, profitable, dupe, respect, or honest. So the deal was completely open. Open means it was open to all, it was transparent, and above board means honest. So the correct answer will be E, that is honest. Okay, now let us move to the next one. For most businessmen, the central questions will turn on taxation. Okay, so turn on means for most businessmen the central questions will turn on taxation. Means turn on here means when someone is quite concerned for something. Okay, so here turn on means concern. So the correct answer is D, that is concern. Now let us move to the next one. This showed a controlling interest rather than a takeover. Takeover means when a company takes over another one. It means it is buying another company. Okay, completely. So taking over means to buy out. So the correct answer will be E, that is buyout. Okay, takeover means take the control of it entirely. It means buy it. Okay, so here the correct answer will be E. Now let us move to the next one. This is question number 16. I think he was just putting on an act to get sympathy. Putting on an act. Now tolerate an act, no. Assume an act, perform an act, deceive an act, or effect. Deceive means to cheat. So just to get sympathy, he was just deceiving. It means he was just uh, pretending him to be the one which we can pay sympathy on. So here the correct answer is D. So that is D, that is deceive. Okay, now let us move to the next one. I can put up with the house being messy, but I hate if it is not clean. So I can put up with the house being messy. Put up with means uh, bear. Okay, tolerate. So the correct answer here is E. That is, I can put up with. It means I can bear the house being messy, which is messy. It means which is not arranged properly. But I hate if it is not clean. Okay, I cannot tolerate any house which is not clean at all, where hygiene is not the uh, you can say not maintained, where hygiene is not maintained. Now let us move to the next one. He gave in to my suggestion after I had shown him plans. So gave in means he leave, he defeated, he defy, he agree, or he resign. So obviously its answer is D, that is agree. So gave in to my suggestion, it means agreed with my with my suggestions. Now the next one is, she cut in on a station wagon, forcing the driver to brake. So interrupt, stop, collide, too close, or carve. So the correct answer here will be A, that is interrupt. She interrupt on a station wagon, forcing the driver to brake. Okay, so the next one, most patients find the numbness from the injection wears off about an hour. Wears off means which get its effect, uh, you can say slow down, about in and about an hour. Okay, so the according to this the correct answer is D, that is fade. Now these were 20 questions that we have done. Now we have to do 10 more questions, that is from 21 to 30. In each of these questions given below, a sentence is given which is 10, which is then divided into 5 parts, out of which last part is correct. There is an error in 3 parts of the sentence and only one part is correct. You have to choose the part as your answer. Now in this question we will have a sentence. Okay, a sentence will be written over there like this, and the sentence has been you can say it has been divided into various parts. For example, A part, B part, C part, D part, E part, and so on. The last part is correct. Okay, so we need not check this one, but these 4 parts, in these 4 parts, all the 3 parts are wrong. Suppose this and this, but one part is there which is correct. Maybe possible this is correct, maybe possible this one is correct, maybe possible this one is correct, or maybe possible this one is correct. So this can also be correct and rest of them are wrong. This one can also be correct and rest of them are wrong. So out of these 4 parts, one part is correct, and that we have to look for. It means we have to find out that particular part which is grammatically correct, but we have to leave the last one which is in bold because that is grammatically correct. We have to see from the 4 rest parts which part is correct, and that correct part will be the correct answer. So here these are some special type of spotting errors, or some different types of spotting errors. After he had read the first 2 chapters to the novel, he had felt like. Now, this is very simple. After he had read what? The first 2 chapters. Now, here we have written ordinal before the cardinal and also the before ordinal, and chapters are also written in plural form. So, each and everything in this part is correct. To the novel? No, the chapters are actually of the novel. We cannot use the preposition to, instead we should use of the novel. So after he had read the first 2 chapters of the novel, of the novel he had felt like. So we cannot write he had felt like. He felt like reading the book in one sitting. Okay, so in that case, this he had felt like and also after he had read, these two are tense wise incorrect. Therefore, we have to look for that particular statement which is correct grammatically, and that is B part. So here the correct answer is B. Okay, so the correct answer is B. B is absolutely correct grammatically, whereas all the other parts are incorrect except E, which is in bold. Okay, now let us move to the next question. Since most of the urban people have been lived at polluted areas, they suffers from severe diseases caused by pollution. Now we have to look, we need not look at the E part. If we see the D part, it is they suffers. They is plural, pronoun plural subject, so we cannot use suffers, it should be suffer. Okay, they suffer or suffered. Okay, if the sentence isn't past. In the A part, since most of the urban people have been lived. Now have been lived, we can write have been living. Okay, have been lived means they have already lived at polluted areas. So here the correct answer will be, these two statements are incorrect, so the correct answer will be A, that since most of the urban people, this statement is absolutely correct. Whereas in this we can say, since most of the urban people have been living in the polluted areas. Okay, not at the polluted areas, it should be in the polluted areas, they suffer from severe diseases caused by pollution. Okay, so this will be the correct sentence. So here the correct answer is A. This statement is correct apart from E statement or E part. Now let us move to the next one, that is 23. Broadly speaking of a layman language means the language which is new for all, or disability could be classified in two groups. Now, first of all, if we classify something, we use into preposition, not in. So this in should be replaced with into. Broadly speaking of a layman language disability. Now, speaking of a layman language disability, this does not make any sense. Here, only this part is correct, that is could be. Here, in should have replaced with into. Therefore, the correct answer will be C. So, only C option is correct, whereas other parts are grammatically incorrect. Yes, of course, E is correct because that is in bold. So, here the correct answer is C. Now let us move to the next one. Although there are some similarities at the qualification of both candidate. Now first of all, if we have the word both is used for two and with plural nouns, so this candidate should be candidates. Okay. Similarities at the qualification. No, similarities in the qualification. Here this preposition is incorrect. The differences among them. Now if they are talking about, although there are some similarities in the qualification of both means two. Okay, both refers to two, and if we are talking about two people, we can only use between, not among. Okay, for two we can use between, not among. So we have error in this part, we have error in B part, we have error in D part. Only A does not contain any error, although there are some. So this part is correct, also E part is correct, so the correct answer will be A. Okay, so this is very very simple. Again, A is absolutely correct answer. Now let us move to the next one. When the group of teenagers visits the entertainment center, little did they know that its outing, now very very simple, would lead them to hospital. When the group of teenagers, so when the group of teenagers, up to this part I think this is correct because we are talking about a time when the group of teenagers, so up to this everything is correct grammatically. Visits the entertainment center. Now when the group of teenagers, here it has been something thing about which was going on a particular time only. Visits means whenever this happens, but this is not actually the permanent. This is the temporary action that we are talking about. So we cannot use visits. We can say that when the group of teenagers were visiting the entertainment center, sorry, was visiting the entertainment center. Or here the sentence as it is in past, so we can say visited. Okay, when the group of teenagers visited the entertainment center, or was going to entertainment center, we could say like that. Okay, little did they knows. Now we cannot use knows with did or they. Okay, so this knows verb is incorrect over here. So when the group of teenagers visited the entertainment center, little did they know that it's outing, that it's not it's actually it is group of teenagers, so that their outing would lead them to hospital. So according to this, if we see only the first part, A part is correct. Besides would it lead them to hospital, that is E part. So according to this, A will be the correct answer. So the correct answer is A, of course. Now let us move to the next sentence. That says 26. If the present guidelines, the bank are required. Now bank is singular, so we can only use is. Okay, to obtaining, now we can only have two plus verb one, not obtaining. So here obtaining is incorrect. Obtaining a photograph, to obtain a photograph from any persons. Now if we are writing any, we cannot write persons. Okay, so if the present guidelines, um, the bank is required to obtain a photograph. Okay, we can also write this in this manner, that the present guidelines the bank is required to obtain. Okay, we cannot write if over here. We should write the present guidelines the bank is required to obtain a photograph from any persons who wishes to open an account. Okay, any persons we can write. Okay, so this part is correct. According to this, D is the correct answer. Okay, so the correct answer is D. Why so? Because here it is written from any persons. Now if we see, if the present guidelines, uh, we can say according to the present guidelines, the bank is required to obtain a photograph from any persons who wishes to open an account. Okay, so this can be the answer if word is incorrect over here. So the correct answer is D. Okay, now let us move to the next one. Although the clock struck 12, we hear the big bang of firecrackers and saw all the guests scream. Now this one is again very simple. Although the clock struck 12, we hear the big bang of. Now although means that in spite of being that, but here we are saying that when the clock struck 12, it means we are showing that particular time, so we cannot use this conjunction although. It should be replaced with when the clock struck 12 we hear. Now we are talking about the past tense. Okay, crackers and here we have talked about struck, it means we are talking about past tense. Here we are talking about saw, it means we are talking about the past tense, so we cannot read here, it should be heard. Okay, it means when the clock struck 12, we heard the big bang of the firecrackers and saw all the guests scream, shouting and wishing each other with joy. Okay, so it should be, the correct answer should be C, which is absolutely correct in all respects. Now let us move to the next one. The Rupali wanted. Now Rupali is actually, we know well that Rupali is a proper noun, and before proper noun we cannot use the. Okay, to gets. Now after to we can only have verb first form, so we should have get. Rupali wanted to get the clear picture about the incident. No, not about the incident, actually of the incident. So the correct preposition will be of. The incident, so she spoke to the victims. Okay, so here according to this, the correct answer will be the incident, so she spoke. Only this part, D part, is absolutely correct, whereas other parts they have errors. So this D part is absolutely correct. Okay, so here the correct answer is D. Now let us move to the next one. The center has accepted the report of the Judicial Commission that indicated a former chief minister and six of his ministerial colleagues for corruption, favoritism, nepotism, and administrative impropriety. Okay, the center has accepted the report of the Judicial Commission that intended a former chief minister. Now, not a former chief minister, they are talking about a particular chief minister and six of his ministerial colleagues for corruption. Okay, so according to this, if we say the first one, the center has accepted. Now they are talking about the report. Here the correct answer will be B. This part is absolutely correct. The report of the Judicial Commission. Now the center it not has accepted. In fact, it must have demanded the report or has accepted. Accepted word is incorrect over here. The center has complained the report of the Judicial Commission or demanded the report of the Judicial Commission that indicated the former chief minister and six of his ministerial colleagues um, of corruption, favoritism, nepotism, administrative impropriety. So only this part, B part, is grammatically correct. Okay, now let us move to the next one. Before investment, you should look at the overall business dynamics for the company. No, not for the company, it should be of the company, along with its efficient management and good corporate governance. So you should look at, no, you should look into, okay, into the overall business dynamics of the company along with its efficient management. So according to this, the correct answer should be D, because D part contains all the parts, all the words, each and every correct grammatically. Okay, so these were the 30 questions that we have done from this session. So these are the 30 questions which are now correct according to grammar. I hope you have understood all these questions very well, though these questions were really tricky, but these were the same questions that or you can say similar questions that have already appeared in the 2020 IBPS examination. Sorry, these were the questions which have appeared in the um but these were the questions which have appeared in 2017 paper of IBPS. Okay, I hope you have understood all the questions very well. Thanks to you.